to the She's a 10 times 5 show with hosts Lori Jabbar and Michelle Emick. We're bringing public figures, subject matter experts, and other accomplished guests to the Studio 50 table to serve you up the best tips, tricks, and key takeaways that all us midlifers want to know about. Okay, time to join us for some times 5 fun. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to Ziquad. Okay, I am super hyped about this because I'm technically on vacation. We wrapped our season 7, which is season 1 for streaming, and so I get to take a little breather, guys.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. And we also are, Michelle is on vacation, who's normally with us, and she is off the grid, so she's not able to hop in on the quad. So we have our recurring special guest host, Jennifer Arundale. Yeah, oh, that's a very royal wave. I love it.
Oh, I've been practicing because you never know when the kids might get tired of Camilla.
Yes, yeah, you'll swoop right in if they do. We've got our Square Randy Crawdaddy Crawford.
Hi.
And we are bringing a little college flavor back on this week because college kids are on break. So we've got our resident college student, Sean, with us.
How's it going? Always a pleasure to be on the podcast.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you bet. Okay. And we're going to be talking about a couple topics that I don't know how you feel about them, Sean, but one in particular that I know you're going to love to chop up. Okay. So if you lean into our podcast, you know, and our show that we released this week on Monday, an interview with the most adorable, articulate. What the fuck are you doing? Sean, come back.
What's that? Fuck.
Oh my God.
My phone's gonna die. My phone's gonna die.
Okay, we don't want a dead phone. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We interviewed Maddie Segrist, and she is a Villanova superstar. Villanova superstar, unlike the box down below from me. All-time leading scorer for the Big East in women's basketball, number 3 pick in the WNBA this year, and she's already starting to light it up with the Dallas Wings. And we talked about like kind of 5 takeaways about being a scholar athlete and what parents need to know. And she gave such good information. And the one thing that stood out was she talked about balance and she talked about letting kids be kids. And I thought it was great because sometimes we're not so good about that, are we? Oh, okay. So we got a great topic in light of that. So this dovetails right perfectly, in sync with our guest episode this week with Maddie. Let's talk baby Gronk. You can't make this shit up, guys. I mean, this is cuckoo clock. So Randy, I'm going to start with you because you actually teed me up with little baby Gronk.
Baby Gronk to me is the craziest freaking thing going on the internet right now. And I forgot that you launched Maddie on Monday. What a perfect way to go from Maddie Segrist to Madden. Oh, I'm sure he was named because of the Madden football. Madden San Miguel. His dad is so certifiably insane. But it's sad. Like, part of it is such an entertainment value. You cannot believe what you're watching. But in all honesty, it's the most cringeworthy thing going on the internet right now. I have to hear from Sean what he thinks. I'm way more interested in Sean than I am me, but it's like watching an accident in slow motion. Like, you can't take your eyes off the baby Gronk. It's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, Sean, I guess it's your turn. Let's go.
I have a strong take on this. I think it's like the embodiment of overcompensation for something in his past. Like, it gives me, if I didn't hurt my knee, I would have gone pro vibes from the dad. And it's like, I think it's just like sad. Like, you're using your kid. He's obviously getting all the money. And that thing that like really is like crazy is the dad's 5'8", so the kid's like kind of destined to like not live up to like all the hype. He's not having like I saw something. He's not having him go to middle school, not having him go to high school. He's essentially just robbing his son of a childhood for a quick buck. So I think it's sad and just like overall like disappointing.
Yeah,
It's hard to watch.
I mean,
Hard to watch.
hey, you have a couple parents that are I don't know, undersized. Is that the PC way of saying short? And I got a kid that's 6'2", vertically challenged, 6'2". So maybe
Right.
baby Gronk maybe he's got some stature somewhere in his lineage. So okay.
But wait, let me just add to that. I have to say this. If you watch any of the training videos of baby Gronk, I mean, it is literally, it's not even like watching a high school elite athlete. It's like watching a D1 college athlete train. It really is sad. And when you watch the interviews that they have with this kid, what the dad will do, if you watch the interview, is the dad will always repeat the question so that then while he's repeating it, he can look at his son, tell him what to say. And they're really sexualizing this kid too. He's 10 years old and they're asking him like if he's going to ask influencers to the prom and and the dad even said like maybe he should date Livy Dunn when he's 18. They'll be the richest couple on Instagram. And the guy said it seriously. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I saw it too. Basically, what happens is he'll DM all these influencers and be like, "Hey, you should like interview Baby Gronk." Like he calls his own son Baby Gronk, which is so like absurd to me. But the interviewer will ask a question, and he'll have like a normal kind of answer, a little cocky, but like it's like not like too over the top. And the dad will be like, wait, ask that again and say this. And so like, Rick, I'm trying to think of like an example.
Well, no,
he was like, oh,
there's the one where he talked about some, I don't know what term he used to describe the masseuse, but he was going to get.
Yeah, it was like, what are you going to do to like make it to college ball or like pro ball if you're not going to go to middle school or high school? And the kid just like has kind of a humble answer. He's like, I'm just going to train hard. And the dad goes, no, stop. He's like, what kind of question? He's like, say this. What kind of question is that, man? Like, I'm gonna be massaged by all these baddie influencers, and it's just like, what are you? Your kid's 10, dude.
Yeah. All right, Jennifer. Let's hear your take on this.
I was doing so much research and looking into it all, and all of a sudden it dawned on me: where is his mother? And there's very little information about Mama Gronk. She keeps a really low profile. I kind of want to find her and give her a talking to because they're ruining this child's life, really. And, on the one hand, the father is justifying it by saying, who knows what'll happen? He might get hurt or meet a woman, go to jail, whatever. But I'm just building up this money for him now, so he'll have a platform to be successful in life later. And it kind of reminds me of the Britney Spears, conservatorship thing. Because, really, you're putting all that money in a savings account for your son? I doubt it. I'm sure you're spending plenty of it and, getting what you can out of it. But back to the mom. Where is Mama Gronk?
Yeah, that's a great question. Randy, do you know about where is Mama Gronk?
No, in fact, that's a good point. But you know how, Lori, whenever we have these squads, we talk about like what is going on in next door or whatever is like a microcosm of our society. The dad came out and said to all my haters, I just want to let you know, like, you're yesterday's news. This is the way of the future. And it's like, don't get it twisted. This is what people see as success. This kid is with all these influencers. He's taking all these unofficial visits to colleges. He's getting fame. He's getting paid. And how disgusting that is, right? But there are those people that place value on this, a lot of people. So while some of us find this vile and effing insane, there's other people that are like, whoa, this dude's right, and I'm going to get left behind. My kids, that kid who might only be 5'8", making all this money. What am I thinking? That's the really scary thing.
Yeah.
Well, it really is just his niche for being another kind of TikTok star, social media hero, whatnot. And so it's not exactly, unique. No one else is exploiting themselves to make money.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
That the dad is really like the momager, dadager, pushing his own agenda. All the pictures of the kid, he never has a smile on his face. Although I have to say, he does seem to be quite talented from, for a first grader. And he looks like a fourth grader, but anyway, he's fast. He seems really dedicated, and for that, I commend him and his desire to play football. And I think the problem isn't him; it's really just the dad, and he's just taking far. Yeah,
Sean, you guys up?
Yeah, this is a crazy class. Look this up. The father played football in high school, but due to an ACL injury, he could not pursue it and had to take an alternate road. Because of his roots of football, he trains his child and manages his social media.
Yeah. Well,
that is.
his own inadequacies. Like, I'm going to make up for it.
Yeah, unfinished business. I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, people that have unfinished business, they try to live vicariously through their kids. It's interesting, though. I was kind of thinking about this. And, let's take the Kardashians, because this happens a lot where parents monetize their kids' brands and their accolades. They use it for their own benefit. And I don't know. I mean, you look at Kris Kardashian, and she's made a shit ton of money for her daughters. And I kind of wish I had Kris. It's not Kardashian anymore, isn't it? Right? Kris Jenner. Sorry. I can't keep up. But, she actually has done a really good job monitoring her daughters. I mean, she really has. I think I draw the line where if you're not making money for your kids and you're, relying on your kids' likeness or brand or influence to make you money as a parent, I don't know. The oldest profession in the world is prostitution. I just think there's no way that can be healthy for the family unit. I don't think it could be, healthy for your relationship with your children. I mean, that's the thing, is like when you start to monetize your kids, that's where I say, that can't be good. And it's cringy.
I mean, you can kind of compare it to child actors in a way, because they have, they're stage moms and all that. However, in the movie and television business, there's all kinds of safety nets built in. You have to have a school on the set. There's certain limited hours of the day and things like that. This guy has just got carte blanche over his kid to do whatever he wants. And I'm sure he's not a bad guy with bad intentions towards his son. But on the other hand, to the point of the basketball player, let kids be kids. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. Yeah. And, if you had a kid in sports, especially travel sports, where you are, going up for a week-long tournament here and there, these kids get exhausted, and they do need, as Maddie said so very eloquently in the interview, balance. Because if it doesn't work out for you, you have to know that you are more than your sport. I don't care if that's dance moms or whatever. If everything is about your success in a certain lane, that's a recipe for disaster. And the lights go out. I mean, look, there's MLB guys walking around that are retired, and NFL guys and NBA guys, and, they're guys now. And so you have to have that balance. Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay. Way to chop that one up. All right. So this is the season of graduation, grads and dads. We have Father's Day on Sunday, and we have been going through the gauntlet of graduation, whether that's high school or college. And a couple things I wanted to talk about. One is graduation announcements. I, for the life of me, don't understand this, because I feel like when I haven't heard from someone in 4 years and I get a grad announcement, I feel like that's a call of action to write a check. What say you, Randy?
Oh, you're going to me? Okay, great. Well, again, it's all different values, right? Like in our home, I never even sent out grad announcements for my kids. And I don't judge anyone that does. I love getting a grad announcement. Like I love getting a Christmas card. I get to see, your beautiful kid and where they're going and their smiling face. So to me, they're almost like getting Christmas cards. And it's funny. So that's how I look at it. When I get one from somebody who I don't even know who it is, and Mike will say, well, that's someone that we knew, like you said, 10 years ago. There's always that question of, well, like, what are we supposed to do? And then, now I've gotten so lazy, Lori. I don't even send checks anymore. I'll just be like, hey, what's your Venmo? Just give me your Venmo. I'm just going to make this really transactional, really quick, and it's done. Otherwise, I'll forget about it. I'll stare at your card for a month. So I think a grad card brings joy, but it's a transactional situation, period, which is why I never sent them ever, because that's how I would have felt, that anyone I sent one to, I would have, I think I would have had that expectation, and I don't have that expectation.
Okay.
So
keep in mind that our college visitor is a rising sophomore. We still have a lot of runway with this one.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. A lot of work. Okay, Jennifer, I'm going to ask you this because you had mentioned you had 2 kids that graduated during COVID. One of the things that's very surprising to me, because I have a college graduate, is kids that graduate college with little to no intention to actually get a job. What's your thoughts here?
Wow. They have no intention of getting a job. Now, see, I don't have a almost college graduate, and if they do turn out that way, there's going to be hell to pay. I don't know how that happened. How do they have do the parents have no expectation of them getting a job?
Yeah, in some cases, that's the correct answer, is that they're letting them find their way. And I don't know. I mean, I went from graduation into Army. So, there wasn't an option there. I got my orders and off I went. But it used to be that you graduated college and you were off the teat. You had to pay your own bills. And your parents were like, it's up to you. And got it. And in some cases, I remember, hey, if you don't want to go to college, or you're not going to get a job after college, if you want to live at home, you have to pay rent.
Yeah, no, those are all very typical. And my story was after high school. I mean, talk about a gap year. I think I took 3 gap years, maybe 4. I farted around in some junior colleges. I did some temp work for a big search company and figured out, wow, everybody that seems to have a good job has gone to college. So that motivated me to go. My parents, who aren't even hippies, they were very, hands off, and whatever makes you happy, honey, you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, which was totally no. So, we'll help you, but they didn't really get me coaches there was really nothing. I had to do it all on my own. And it took me a while to find my way into getting to college. And when I graduated from college, I did spend some, months back at home, and then I got a job and finally found my way. I wasn't rushed to do it in any way, but my parents' expectation was that eventually they knew I would figure it out, I guess.
Yeah.
And for me, so my daughter is graduating next year. She's already had 2 internships this year. She'll definitely be getting a job. I mean, and that's my expectation, but I don't expect that she has to have one all lined up immediately upon graduation. In fact, I think that, that's not always the best way to go. You have to kind of
well, my son is, he's got like almost 3 months off. He's spent the past 4 months in traveling in Europe and whatnot, riding camels in Egypt, living his best life. Yeah. Randy, what's your thoughts? And then Sean, we got a fun little exercise for you. If you can keep your shit together. What the hell is going on? We're on video. We're recording. Okay.
Yeah, the charger keeps slipping my bed.
Okay. All right, Randy, what's your thoughts on this? Because I find it really interesting.
It's so different than when we grew up that it's almost hard to put it into words. I mean, when we graduated, when you brought this topic to the table, I just immediately flashed back to, I graduated. I was living in Texas. I grew up on this ranch. I went to school back east, and then I graduated, and I'll never, ever forget moving to New York and my parents being there. I was with my then boyfriend, now husband. And I remember standing in the foyer of a building, just bawling my eyes out. I was just crying so hard and holding on to them so hard. And it was like, you're going to be fine. Don't get it twisted. They didn't just dump me in New York. You know, they helped me out a little bit in the beginning. They helped me get furniture, but they left me. And I'll never forget being with Mike. And he used to drive that old navy blue Saab. And he got towed. Like that day, we went down to this store called the ABC Rug Carpet. And he parked his car right in front of it. Car gets towed. And there we are, like on the Chelsea Piers that night. And I'm bawling my eyes out again. Like, this is my life. Oh my God, like my parents aren't here to save me. I'm having to get a car, and my husband remembers it so differently, but I just remember feeling so alone for like 5 minutes. And then the next day I woke up and it was like, that's it. You know what I mean? But the thought of going back home for people our age was just absolutely unimaginable. And today, it's, you know, everybody kind of has the concept of a soft landing, which I'm not against that. It's just, how did it go from we left college and never even considered moving back home to today? The concept is, you know, have a soft landing. Everybody has the remote job. Why would you pay rent when you could live at home and save money? And this all makes sense. So it all sort of fosters into where we're at as a society, but it's just so unbelievably different from, I just made me think of crying in that building. Like, where are you going?
I mean, there could be a lot of parental guilt too, just about the world, the economy, you know, how kind of brutal life has really become. You know.
I mean, the job market for sure is way different this year than in previous years where, you know, so yeah, I find it, I'm going to concur with you, Randy. I find it really interesting because it's just kind of so expected that, you know, or I guess accepted is kind of the better way to say it, that, you know, but you don't fly the coop anymore. So many kids come home and figure it out, and it's a really different paradigm than when we were at that age. Okay, Sean, are you still with us?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm looking at your box, and I'm okay. So one of the things I read, and I found this really interesting. There was a big write-up in the news about how Gen Z, so that's you, Sean.
Yes.
Gen Z employees don't understand and feel like they're floundering because of the corporate vernacular. So I thought, so of course, then ducks in a row, things like that. I thought it'd be really interesting because I feel like Gen Z has their own language. Like, you guys talk in complete code to me on many occasions. When you send me texts, Gen Zers, I feel like sometimes I have to Google them or go on Urban Dictionary. It's completely a foreign language to me at times. So we're going to throw some terms out to you, Sean, and you tell me if you could follow along in a meeting. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay. I'm going to start with, and I use this term, boil the ocean.
Yeah, no idea.
Okay.
Could not follow along.
Okay. Boil the ocean is when you take on too much, like you're expecting to do too much.
Okay.
Right?
That makes sense.
Jennifer, you got one?
Open the kimono.
Yeah, no.
That's a great one.
Definitely not that one.
That means to reveal all of the details in and around whatever the topic is. But it has grown less favorable because it also has some sexual innuendo. But it's used quite a bit corporately.
Or, maybe it's offensive to the Asian culture. You never know.
That too.
Randy, you got one?
Never know.
I mean, I didn't even know the first two, so I feel like I'm with Sean on this shit. The only thing I would ever say that I don't know if it's normal to them is like always say, you got to go with the low hanging fruit.
Oh yeah, that's one that look.
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah.
See, what Sean, I'm with you. I'm with you in this whole game. Then there you go.
It's like a low blow, or like the obvious, like
obvious. Get the easy ones. Yeah. Take the. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple more, and then I want Jennifer to give me hers. because and these are ones that I use, okay?
Okay.
And I still use even though I'm not in corporate. Silver bullet.
Fast.
No, that means like, the silver bullet is like it's
That's
your
The main headline, like the main thing,
yeah, it's
like
you're
the
going
punchline.
okay,
I guess.
out of pocket.
Yeah, I mean it's like not like not like I guess not necessarily like damn that's out of pocket.
No, that's how you guys you say it is, oh man, that was an out of pocket comment, like that wasn't necessary. This is out of pocket meaning you're gone. Like,
Oh,
hey, this afternoon I'll be out of pocket because I got shit to do.
okay.
Okay. All right, Jennifer, what do you got?
Well, these are hopefully you've heard these, like, to think outside the box. We need a paradigm shift. What are the deliverables for this project? Do you understand the key competencies?
Any of those ring a bell, guys?
Well, yeah, all of those.
Okay. Sean, would you be
uh,
lost?
Yeah, I'm a little lost. I'm a tad bit lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Drill down.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like eat shit and say yummy.
No, you do know I love that term. It's like I use that every day. No, drill down is when you like go dig deeper, get in the details.
Okay.
Yeah. How about this is maybe an easy one. Bandwidth.
Yeah, absolutely not.
No?
Really?
No.
Bandwidth is like, I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the time or
The capacity.
capacity.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Didn't know that one.
Okay. Well, let's throw out a couple more and see if you can somehow salvage your corporate career.
Okay, yeah, let's see what I can do.
Okay. Okay, how about this one? You're a sports guy. Punt.
Like you're out.
Yeah, basically.
Like you're gone. Like I punted that.
Yeah, you
Like,
punt it.
punt
You're not
that,
going to pursue it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a tough one. Reinvent the wheel.
Like not like trend set, like start a new thing.
Yeah. Ding ding. All right,
Go.
let's throw two more at him.
Well, here's one
Jennifer.
I've never heard this one. This is called jump the shark.
Oh yeah.
Refers to when a company or product struggles to stay relevant to the public or its consumers and clients. For example, I don't know how a juicer for my car is useful. It feels the company has really jumped the shark.
Okay.
Okay, I've never heard of that, and I don't even like it.
I know.
I don't like it either. That's way too confusing.
That is confusing.
Exactly.
Blue sky thinking.
Yeah, blue sky
Yeah.
thinking. That's Sean, when you're, a blue sky, like you're thinking optimistically, aspirationally.
I've heard that.
Creatively.
Okay, this is what I'm going to leave with you that you definitely need to know. In the loop.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, does he have a chance at corporate America or no?
Yeah, he absolutely freaking does. We threw some weird shit that I've never even heard of, and I was in corporate America for years. Yes, Sean, you got this.
Perfect.
I mean, you're lost for about the first week, and then you catch on, and then you figure out that most of the people that talk that way are full of shit, and it is just like it's kind of ridiculous because you could say all those same things without throwing out such,
Yeah.
I know, Jen, when you threw out the paradigm shift, I was like, oh my God, those people. We need a whole paradigm shift, people. Oh, sit down.
Sit down. Yeah, there's some really funny sketches and parodies online with people just using everything they say is, vernacular and some kind of corporate jargon. And it's
Yeah.
yeah.
So my final recommendation is if you find yourself in a scenario where your team and or manager boss, you can always do bingo.
Huh?
But buzzword bingo. It's fun. You get all those buzzwords and terms on a little grid, and then you go into a meeting and you guys, and I know you like to gamble, you college kids. So this is a great way to up your game and make
Okay.
things interesting. All right.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, like the interns get together, make the buzzword bingo, take them to the meeting, and then the corporate higher ups are like, "What's going on in here?" They're circling.
Get the
said,
giggling and yeah. Okay.
All right. Can I go to the bathroom real quick? Like for like 10 seconds. Really quick.
Sure. Yeah. Let's go.
I'll be right back.
I think there's another vernacular term for that.
He's out of the loop.
He's out of the loop. He's out of pocket before he goes in his pocket.
He's no longer part of the food chain.
when he's got to have a hard stop
Hey.
so he can circle back
Yeah.
and move
He's-
the needle because he's knee deep.
He's not gonna he won't be boiling the ocean, but you know,
Boiling the toilet bowl.
yeah. He definitely is a straw man right now, you know. I mean, do you think there's blue sky thinking going on right now, guys?
I don't know, but I think we should table this conversation.
Yes. Let's see if he can get his ducks in a row.
I don't know.
Oh, this is just great. This is an epic quad today with our college guest. Okay. All right. Final one. And I don't know if you're going to add any value. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
That's another corporate term.
Add any value?
Add any value to this discussion, but maybe. So just, you know, take it in, but try to act interested. All right. We see you. We see you. Okay. Let's tee this one up. Randy, I want you to tee it up, the Jennifer Aniston deal, because you brought this to my attention, and I think it's a really good discussion to have.
Wait a minute. What it was? Okay, I had to look at what she said. So yesterday it came out in the news, and it was like, what does Jennifer Aniston hate? She hates it when people say you look so good for your age, and she wishes people would just leave it as you look so good. The for your age is a bunch of BS, according to Jen Aniston. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I think
so
that's super fair.
you think that's super fair?
Who says
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, you look so good. That is kind of offensive.
It's very offensive.
It's a terrible thing to say. Just
Like,
say you look
yeah,
great.
who does say that? An agent? I don't know. In her world?
Maybe a director.
Yeah, you look so good
I
for
can
your
see- No,
age.
she made it seem like people just say that in general, because it's funny. When I did a little research on this, Jen Aniston has been saying this for like 10 years now. So it's almost like every 10 years she's on the news for something, and people will say, wow, you look really good for your age. And so this is not like a new comment that she's making. And if you think about it, it's a crappy thing to say to someone.
It's
Yeah.
right up there with,
What-
you look tired.
Oh yeah, that's the worst. Well, you know, actually, I come to think of it, now that I noodle on this, is that a corporate term?
I
Now-
think so. Good.
Dig deep, Lori.
You don't look over 40, or no way, you look half your, and like, I do think that sometimes I do get age reference to my looks. You know?
Yeah, I suppose.
I don't know. I mean, good from far, far from good, but right. So easy to say, but
Well, maybe it's only good if it's in your favor. What about the opposite? Wow, you're only 30?
yeah,
Oh,
would have
that's
taken you for
bad.
55. How's Social Security treating you? Or
Yeah.
or maybe you turn to someone in the line at the movie theater and go, "Oh wow, that's a significant senior discount." Okay, Sean, I'm going to ask you this, and then I want the gals to weigh in on it, because it's an interesting conversation. So, do you think that girls appreciate being told how good they look? Let's take the age equation out of it. And I'm going to say emphatically, yes, they want to be told how good they look. How is that with guys? Do you guys want to be told that you look good? Like, do you want one of your friends or another girl? I mean, probably your friends don't do that. That's probably outside the bro code. But do guys have that same need to be told they look good?
I think it like feels good, yeah, for sure. It just like depends. I think it's something, if you're working on it, it feels good. But like, yeah, I guess like for sure. Not as much, I think, but like Yeah, I think it feels good, probably, for most
Well,
guys.
can I just interject? So let's just say you're at the grocery store and someone my age comes up to you and say, "Oh my gosh, you're such a handsome young man." Now, how does that make you feel?
I think it's the best when it comes from someone older, like a mother. It's very heartwarming, I
That's
think.
great. I would have thought completely like, ugh, I don't need old.
No, yeah.
I'm
That's my favorite time to get, like, when
Oh.
someone older, because they like appreciate that. They've seen more. So that's cool, I think.
I think, Jen, the question here is, do you go up to young men at the grocery store and tell them, you're a
Every
gorgeous young
chance
man?
I get, Randy. You
Good
never know.
Lord.
You know, I'm following in the footsteps of Demi Moore and Cher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, Randy, you and I talked about this when you brought up the Jennifer Aniston comment, and we kind of, not to overplay this, drilled down on the topic.
We did drill down.
We drilled down on this topic. Is it good? Is it the right thing to compliment, especially women, on the way they look? And my take on this was 100%. I love to tell women that they're pretty, or God, your eyes are so beautiful. Wow, your hair is amazing. What an ass on you. No, I'm just kidding. But I think that women love to hear it, and I like to hear it too. I like to hear those superficial maybe comments, and I like to give them all the time. But you had a different take.
Okay, well, my take is I obviously love to compliment women as well, and I love to get compliments as well. But what I cannot stand, and what to me is incredibly cringe, is when somebody, especially with a young girl, compliments them on their weight. And it is absurd to me. It's horrible to me. And it's not that I'm like, oh, we all have to be body positivity. I'm not saying that. But when you comment, especially to a young girl, and like, you are so thin, what are you doing right now? Tell me everything you're doing. I'm going to do it. And let's say she's doing really unhealthy shit to get that skinny. You know what I mean? And now you are reinforcing that, and she's feeling like so good, though she's coming home and not eating any food. I never, ever see a reason to compliment someone on their weight ever. Do I, like I just told you, I bought an adorable outfit for a party. I better get compliments on that freaking outfit, from the dress to the shoes. I'm straight out of that show, Mrs. Maisel. And if I don't, I'll be pissed. But do I want someone to come up to me and be like, oh my God, look at how skinny or little you are? That to me is like so irrelevant. I don't understand it. I can't stand it. And when I watch it, I really can't stand it.
Okay, let me ask you this, and then I'll toss it to you, Jennifer. What if you have really been working on getting fit, and as a result of that, you've shed a couple sizes? Does it or does it not make you feel good to be acknowledged by people that know you? Like, wow, I'm really noticing you. And I mean, by and large, they're going to say you've lost a lot of weight. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well,
I don't think people should comment on your weight ever. Why would someone comment on your weight? If you
I'm
look
not
adorable,
asking you, asshole.
I thought you were coming back to me. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Jen.
Jennifer, what do you
Okay,
think?
well-
We know how you think, Randy.
I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I have lost 32 ounces. Yeah, I'm back down to the weight I was when I was 25 weeks pregnant.
Okay.
So, I think it's a double edged, because if someone says, "Oh my gosh, you look great if you lost weight," then immediately my thought process is, "Wow, I must have been looking really fat before." So,
Yeah.
you know, it has a little touch of that. But
What about like double entendre? That's a word right there.
there's one. Good.
There's
Let's
one.
go. Let's go.
There's one. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
No. Okay,
Right.
Sean, what about you? Like, do girls, like, what do they like to hear? You have a girlfriend,
I think
right?
it's just, yeah, I think it's just like, with my girlfriend it's different, but like, I think if you like go up to a girl that's like weird, like, and say like, unless it's like a respectful compliment, like you're pretty or beautiful, but like you shouldn't go up to a girl and be like, oh, like you look like fit, or oh, you're like so hot. Like I think that's weird. But if it's like a natural thing, like beauty or pretty, that's fine.
Like not you got really nice knockers. You don't say
Yeah.
that.
Like you have a really nice, like a nice rack. Yeah, maybe not, but
You got a porch with that swing, got some salt for that shaker.
You want some fries with that.
You want some fries with that shit? Yeah, there's some. Yeah,
Those are funny in the day. And now
yeah.
I think it is just basically you can, but even some of the really wokest people, they don't want you to compliment them on anything because they think beauty is a social construct and why should
okay, then that,
I on my
that's fine.
physical appearance and
I think that's horse shit. I think we all, especially if you've taken the time to put yourself together, I think we all want that validation. You have a nice smile.
You look great. I love that. Let's say you do see someone and they've lost a lot of weight. You could just say, Lori, you look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Yeah, you don't have to mention the weight.
Yeah, you look fantastic. I find myself, and I do it to strangers too. I am a big eyes and teeth person. My kids will tell you I'm neurotic about teeth. I love a good smile. And when someone has a twinkle in their eye, I think there's nothing better than acknowledging that. And if they have a nice ass, I'll probably tell them that too.
I remember once when I was in college, I was walking up the street from my apartment and I was just so happy about something and I was smiling and I was just, filled with joy. And some guy was walking towards me and he had a big bouquet of flowers and they were for somebody else, but he gave them to me. And he said, "You just look like you are so happy. It makes you look so beautiful." And he gave me these flowers, complete stranger. It was like something.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
That's really cool.
I had to go back to the store and buy his wife some more flowers.
Yeah.
But it was great. To your point, he saw that,
you had an energy about you.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. You were a peach on a windowsill. Haven't you ever seen a peach?
Circle back to you on that.
What is that? Yeah. Me too.
Circle back.
What the hell?
What are you talking about? A peach?
Oh, that's a great term. Like a peach on irresistible. Like you see a juicy peach and it's on the windowsill, you're going to pick it up and take a bite.
Isn't it more like the pie that people would steal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
So want a peach? She wants a freaking apple pie.
Yeah. Hot apple pie.
There we
go.
All
right. Sean, given the fact that you have said girlfriend, did you want to give a compliment, a shout out?
You better.
What? Yeah.
Now you got
What kind of compliment
I just
do you want?
put you in the hot seat.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, you're the best. Your personality's awesome and very pretty. Nice eyes. You put me in the hot seat.
Yeah. I'm so evil that way.
Yeah, that was evil. Evil.
Yeah. Okay, do we have any last minute ads? Anything? All right, guys. Please, parents, listen to Maddie Segrist and, let us know how you think about that and baby Gronk. And then, yeah. Yeah. And to all the graduates, we say congratulations. Randy will be Venmoing you shortly. Just send her slide into her DMs and you may get a couple bucks out of the lady. And Jennifer Aniston, you know what? You look really great for your age.
Absolutely. Doesn't
you look you look really great for your age. All right. Thank you guys so much for being in the quad and have a great rest of the week. All right.
Thanks for having me. Nice
Adios.
Yeah. Nice to meet you guys.
You are a handsome young man.
Oh my, run, Sean, run. Don't walk.
Yeah. She's got issues, Sean. All right. Bye.
Yeah, that was my mom. All right. Bye.
Follow us on Instagram at She's a 10 times 5. You can click on the link in our bio to listen to all of our previous episodes, as well as check out our live video interviews over our YouTube channel. You can also find us on Apple, Spotify, iHeart, pretty much wherever else you decide to listen to your favorite podcast. Don't forget to hit subscribe.